everyone is indeed equal in the eyes of God, then varied pigmentations of our skin, the spectrum of our gender expressions, our sexuality, our health, the scope of our mental and physical abilities, our ethnicities or our religious expression or geographical location or age or innate abilities are not discriminatory factors in the eyes of God.
When Reverend Traci Blackmon addressed the Carter Center's Human Rights Defenders Forum in 2018, she embraced the program's theme of restoring faith and freedom. But Blackmon believes the human rights violations we see today in the U.S. and around the world can be traced to people of faith narrowing their views to exclude and discriminate against others, the exact opposite, she says, of what God intended.
I am aware that not every faith shares my belief in God, but every faith believes in the inherent connection of humanity and calls us to a higher ground. We are living in a time of moral crisis. And while faith is by nature political, faith need not be partisan.
So how might we begin to construct a more healthy understanding of what it means to be people of faith in this nation, indeed in this world, in ways that we begin to coalesce around what we have in common rather than being divided by things that are in the end not very relevant.
Bridging divides and promoting justice is what Reverend Blackmon does. She was the first woman pastor of the Christ King United Church of Christ near St. Louis, Missouri. After the police killing of Michael Brown in nearby Ferguson, Missouri in 2014, she organized prayer vigils and led spiritual leaders in peaceful protests. She was appointed to the Ferguson Commission, and later, President Barack Obama named Blackmon to the President's Advisory Council on Faith-Based Neighborhood Partnerships for the White House.
We're in crisis because we have not tended to our hearts and our souls for so long that we have not heard the cries of people who are hurting on both sides.
Blackmon recognizes the overwhelming challenges of today. A crushing pandemic exposes economic and health disparities. Racial injustice sparks social unrest. But she also sees the chaos as a moment of opportunity for faith leaders.
We stand in a long history of justice warriors. We stand on the shoulders of our ancestors who in this country resisted slavery. We stand on the shoulders of those before us who have fought for human rights, who have fought for women's rights. We stand on the shoulders of those who have fought for workers' rights and for gay rights and for the rights of the poor. And we affirm that God and not the empire has the last word in human history.
Blackmon wants to reconstruct theology in hopes that believers of all faiths promote rather than prevent human rights.
In times of great fear, people of great faith must still rise with deep love. People of faith must continue to lead with love, must continue to legislate with love, must continue to be governed by love, must continue to fight always for love. For where there is not love, there is not God.